Hi, I'm Leon Papkoff, CEO of Design Reactor. We're here today for our second part video series on mobile event apps. I'm going to be walking through this mobile event app we did for Lithium Technologies here. And I have Mitch McCoy, who's our Vice President of Engineering, and we're going to be kind of going through all the different feature sets for you today. So Mitch, take a look at this mobile event app we created.
It's very nice, isn't it? We have gotten so much positive feedback on this from the client, from the attendees, everybody. It's a great design and great functionality.
Yeah, I know that the event happened about almost 30 days ago from today.
Yeah.
And again, the feedback's just been great about it. But let's walk through it. Overall, we see the main screen here, beautifully designed. I think it matches the overall event really nicely.
Yeah, I think there's a branding component in here that's really important when you look at mobile apps. There's no reason that your mobile app can't strongly represent your company's brand.
Right.
And this, I think, has done a very good job of that. And it's one of the primary areas of feedback as well. When it looks good, it feels good.
That's right. Yeah, I know that a couple key things is they wanted it really easy to connect to users on. They wanted the buttons large. They wanted it easier across multiple different devices. We made this for Android. We made this for the iOS. A number of Apple products. Also wanted to make it work well on an iPad. So a number of key devices to allow it easy for users to connect with.
Yeah, I think also to your point about the icons, when you get onto a mobile device, some of the windows are pretty small. So there's a trick there. The secret sauce is making sure the icons are very simple. They're large, so the button click space is very large,
right.
And that this text that relates to it is very simple. This design interface is really easy to see and navigate.
Right. One of the key things here on the main screen that you'll see is that there's some live feeds there. It's kind of like a ticker text, but it's live feeds about certain promos. It can alert the end user, the attendee, of special things going on during the event itself. So every time they can open up the app. So that's pretty exciting to see in the main interface.
It is, and it's really smart too because it allows the company to give messaging to the people using the app, and they can change that on the fly as it rotates. You can update those messages. The other cool thing about this, and this has a live link in that messaging. So if you want them to go see something as well in that message, it becomes an active link.
Oh, they can click on it, right? That's great.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and walk through this. Let's go ahead and go. You want to walk me through the program guide here?
Yeah, program guide. So first of all, let's talk about the layout design here. Again, very simple, clean text, clean layout, very easily organized. And you'll notice in this we have two tabs. You have the by day and the by session. And that allows users to, okay, I want to see what's happening on this day, or I'm looking for a specific session. It gives me a very easy navigation method to find what I want.
It's real easy to read.
Very easy to read.
Now this, just so everyone realizes, the program guide is probably one of the most heavily used features in a mobile app. And a lot of times that alleviates the attendee from having to carry big books around with them, flip through pages, try to figure out where the different sessions are. Do they have time in their schedule with the sessions? So everything is dictated by either by day, by time, or by session, categories themselves, which can be extremely useful as well.
That's right. And you're hitting on a real smart point, which is, one of the things we've done with this application is taken a lot of the physical things that you experience in an event, and we put them into this application. You're not carrying around that program guide. You're not carrying around all the paper from the attendee booths and all that kind of stuff. You're not carrying around the map to find out how to get somewhere. It's all in your app. You're carrying the phone already. Right?
And everyone has one of these in their pocket already.
They do. And it's so much easier to get to the information when it's formatted like this.
Yeah. Hey, take me through the My Agenda feature. That's a great feature.
Sure. So. Well, let's look at, and when you look at the sessions, you notice to the right there is a blue arrow.
Oh, okay.
And that arrow allows you to then navigate into that session. And what that does is it allows you to see the session information. So, for example, you see a bio. It gives you the very name of it. It gives you the time and location, and it gives you a synopsis of it in the copy.
Right.
There's a bio button. Go ahead and click on that. And then it gives you information about the speaker.
Oh, it's nice. It's photos in there and everything. It's beautiful.
Right. Again, bio. So easy to get to the information you want. Now, you'll also notice at the bottom there are two icons. And one is a map icon, so you can find out where the event's being held.
Okay.
So if you click on the map icon, you can see, here this is my agenda.
Okay.
Right? So now I can see what's on my agenda and what I've added already.
Okay, great.
So I can take any of these sessions and I can add it to my agenda, which is great. Then I can also go ahead and So now you're choosing, are you sure you want to add this to your session? Say yes.
Okay.
Right? And in this particular case, we've done a little fail-safe dummy thing. You already have that in your agenda, so we tell you that, and it prevents you from double booking.
That's good. That's good. Well, I know that a lot of times, a lot of the big events that I go to, there's a number of sessions that overlap each other. And it makes it challenging, especially when there's so many tracks and sessions. Some of these events that I go to, there's in the neighborhood of 700 to over 1,000 track sessions that are happening over 3 days. So how can you possibly go to all of them? So that feature is really great.
It's a great feature.
Yeah, so it just tells the user what you have time to do or what you don't have the time to do. And then you can click on your agenda and specifically see what's kind of overlapping, which is really nice.
And what's nice about this design too is that my agenda is always, no matter what page you're on, my agenda is always at the bottom, so you can quickly get to.
Oh, even when I'm outside of the program area.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
If I'm in Social Buzz, my agenda is still there.
That's great.
Yeah. And then again, the map location here. You click on the map and you can see the floor that it's held on, the location where the session is being held.
That's helpful. I know that again at some of these big sessions I go to, it's these big events with so many sessions, it's so hard to figure out where the actual room is located. So that's very helpful.
That's right. In addition to seeing where this thing's going to be located, you also have a full map here as well.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm looking at the map. By the way, I wanted to know where's lunch being held, where's something else being held. I can access that right here, right now.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's great. So I can definitely see how the program's helpful. Let me take us through the Daily Buzz. So Daily Buzz is one of those features that's also becoming extremely popular at events too.
Very popular.
Especially with Twitter, integrated YouTube, integrated Facebook, Ustream, which is a really simple, low-cost way of doing live video, especially on the floor video. I really like the way that we integrated all these. A lot of these will launch out to the company's event page on Facebook, so we'll just kind of showcase that a little bit, where it actually will load it up very quickly. Go in, you can specifically go in there and look at. You can go back to the main menu quickly. You can go into YouTube, which is great because you can see all the videos associated with the event through YouTube, and of course we can play any of these videos, which makes it real easy to watch the video on your mobile device. Really nice. I think it's great to have the social media integrated right into the app itself. Makes it real easy. People aren't plugging around, trying to search and find things. It's instant updates, very quick, very simple.
I'd have to agree with you. Another point, you'll see again a very simple, clean layout.
Yeah.
When you're designing for mobile, keep it simple and clean, and it's highly functional.
Yeah, big buttons, makes it very easy, intuitive to use. Let's go back and go through. So the event map we kind of talked about already, but let's just kind of highlight that again. So you have your street view, which can be very handy so people can have a perspective. And then there's two main floors. There's a 3rd level floor and then a 4th level floor. And this makes it real easy for people to be able to find where they're going.
That's right. In this particular case, the event was all at one place, but sometimes an event is held in several buildings because there's not enough room in the primary building.
Right.
Here you can have street maps, you can reference the buildings, you can reference the floors. It's so easy, again, for users to interact with this.
Love it. Love it. Again, I love the overall UI and everything.
Right.
So you want to walk me through Exhibit Partners?
Sure. Exhibit Partners, again, a nice, big, clean icon. Again, a simple layout, alphabetized. Here's your partners alphabetically.
Right.
It's easy to get information on them. And the nice thing is as well, you can expand this kind of information, and you can make this as deep as you want, or one level. So there's a lot of ways to approach your exhibit partners as well. And think about another part here is that you can now get into the sponsorship zone. If you've got a partner coming in, and a company can sell the sponsorships being a part of this application.
I imagine we could do a lot more with this area where you could have videos, downloadable items, a number of components for each partner to have more content associated with it.
Exactly.
One of the other things I know we're talking to some other customers about is integrating more notification for partners. So if a partner's having a special announcement in the middle of the event and they want to get everyone over at 3 p.m. on a day the event's happening, they can actually push out notifications to the mobile app to try to bring people over to their booth area and then actually make that big announcement. Yeah. Maybe give away a free prize or something.
Yeah, this is an event manager's dream right there.
Yeah.
It really is, because now you're talking about, how can you do that with paper? You can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Loudspeakers. Now, again, it's a huge advantage.
Well, most of the time, on that note, most of the time, attendees don't even know these things are going on. Like they may not know that there's a free giveaway. The
That's
only
right.
way they know about it now is if they walk by the booth and see a little sign
That's right.
that says giveaway today at 3 p.m. Well, now imagine in your device, and you decide to go out to lunch with some colleagues, and you don't realize that something's going to happen, and you didn't have time to walk by that booth earlier in the day. Now you can be notified instantly.
That's right. And imagine if, this might have been printed in a program guide or some booklet or something like that. But who's reading all those pages?
Exactly.
They don't.
Exactly. It's great. I love that. It's just fabulous. Okay, I'm going to walk you through surveys. So one of the things we did with surveys.
By the way, this is one of my favorite areas.
Okay. One of the great things we did with surveys, which is just outstanding, is they have a number of, obviously, tracks and sessions going on during the event. They have a number of technologies built into their corporate website. The mobile app itself is built in. They wanted to track all of these surveys in one central location. So what we did was take a very low-cost survey tool, a third-party survey tool, integrated it into the app, and they also integrated it throughout all their other digital touch points on site and through the corporate website.
Yep.
And that way, when you're doing a survey, you'll see here when I click on a survey around a track session, it instantly opens up in the web browser. So users can take surveys when they're in the middle, the end of the session, actually rate everything. But most importantly, the big value and convenience to Lithium is that they're able to get all their records in one location with one metrics report.
That's right.
And it's a really great way to do things because that way they're not sitting there trying to collaborate multiple reports together after the event. It's real-time metrics instantly. And it's all done by tracks and sessions.
That's right. This is pure power because again, event managing, marketing, it's all about how do I engage with my attendee? How do I engage with my audience?
Right.
How do I have a conversation one to a mass?
That's right.
This is a great tool for that. I can do real time. I can tell me what you thought of this speaker.
Yeah.
Tell me what you thought of this breakout
Absolutely.
session. What do you think of this event? Or here's a topic that we just want to know about.
Right.
What's your opinion, folks that are attending this?
Yeah.
I can communicate back and forth with them with this.
Yeah,
tool.
yeah, and you can also change the surveys right before.
That's
if
right.
the event owner needs to change the surveys, it makes it a little bit easier. And today, even in today's digital world, I still will go to events where they try to hand out that like postcard at the end of it, where I have to fill it in with a little golf pencil, right? And it's like, why not have something like this? It's so easy to integrate.
Here, I click on a link, and then I click on a radio button. I'm done.
Yeah. And then the last component we wanted to go through is Lithium has these awards they give out, and they're called the Lithies. So they wanted a little sponsor page specifically for that, where you can see the Lithies, and there's a link out to more information. But it's a way of recognizing a lot of their key partners and attendees in certain areas. So it's pretty exciting.
It is, and I think this is a really important area to remember because a lot of companies do something special to try and get energy and get the crowd excited.
Exactly.
That's what this Lithies is.
Right.
It's how do I engage my people and get them participating. This is a very creative way of doing that. And a lot of companies come at this from a different angle.
Right.
But the way that we do this technologically can be applied for almost any scenario.
Right. Great. Well, Mitch, I really want to thank you for walking through this with me.
Yeah.
Again, I think that mobile event apps are kind of at the beginning stages. There's a lot of companies are starting to do mobile event apps, but I know that in a lot of our research and development, we're doing a lot more advanced things. Overall, to just give everyone an idea, it takes about maybe 6 to 8 weeks to do a mobile app like this.
Right.
Really simple. Give us a call if you want to talk about it. We'd love to come in and discuss with you guys in more detail about what you can do. Try to fit it within your time frame. Thanks again, everyone.